Good morning, everybody.
Whoa.
Welcome to Drive Time with Brandon and Danica.
That was a lot. Hi. This is the vibe tonight. No, it's not. I can't hold that up for 2 minutes.
With Danica and the Boog.
The boog. I thought you were going to say the boob. 'Cause you're acting like one. Oh my God. We'll need a totally different soundboard for that one.
What does my aunt call me? It's my aunt and my dad call me something.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. That's good, right?
No, it's not. You should know that.
It's something like Boog.
I think it's boog.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're weird. I like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. I think we'll keep him.
That's like the one writing note that I have for people. And it's if you want to write sort of like a proper loving relationship between family members, they generally don't call each other by their first names ever.
No, that's why it's weird when we have to talk in the store and other people are there and I have to specifically say Brandon.
Yeah.
It's still a little weird to this day because it sounds so official and I hate it.
And you also can't be like, hey, babe. Hey, babe.
Babe, what's
Babe.
up? Yeah, like this business question. I'm like, no, Brandon, sir, businessman. That's so not a relationship, but it has to be sometimes. So anyway, I hope everyone had a really good weekend and a really good week. We didn't really do much, which is okay. It's all right. Nothing new to report, which is sometimes fantastic.
I'm going to my family's for family Christmas this weekend.
This coming Sunday.
Sunday.
I'm
gonna make a dish.
Ooh, a dish. What are you bringing?
My maple bacon Brussels sprouts.
That sounds, half of that sounds good.
They're really good.
I'll take the
Really
top half,
good.
the maple and the bacon. Brussels sprouts are garbage.
My mom traditionally does not like Brussels sprouts. She will not have them. And she ate mine and didn't complain.
That's the kicker. See,
That's pretty good because her face is usually like,
yeah, I'll still complain. You know better than if you do Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
They smell and taste like feet.
What if I make you try one? What if I do it? Just a
Don't do
small
it.
one, just a little
Don't.
baby.
Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Down the hatch, here it comes.
I am your wife.
That's why I was being fancy and not
Not coming out with an airplane.
down the hatch, here it comes. See, it's like a little cat going. Bop, 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 bop.
I feel very condescending to you right now. Oh my God. Sean's making them worse.
That might work.
You know what? You guys live your best life away from me with your Brussels sprouts.
May or may not do that just because I'm not sure of my family's allergies.
Yeah, that's fair. You could bring walnuts.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like
true.
have them to the side.
Yeah.
You could get like those walnut bits in those Scoopy bulk item scenarios.
The walnut bits in the Scoopy bins.
I lost every single word in that sentence. That could have made sense. Anyway, in the bulk item aisle of your local grocer.
I'm gonna look to see if we're live on Twitter or not.
Oh no, I don't know if we are. Yeah, hey, are you on Twitter? Have you been on Twitter for the past week or two? It's a gong show, and everyone on Twitter is talking about Twitter, which is very funny. So TLDR, a tiny rich man bought it, and now he's, I don't know, ripping the head off it like you would a Barbie doll. Like, are we?
Yeah, we're apparently live
Cool.
with a significant delay, but we are live.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Yay, Ben's here. Ben again. Hello. Hi.
As someone who volunteers himself for a lot of board stuff, I understand.
Yeah. Actually, that reminds me to keep our Twitter open. It's not signed in on this. Wait. It's not sitting in on my Fairfax. I just need to get to
Google Chrome.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can just say Chrome. You can
I
just
do.
say Chrome.
I do like that.
I did see that one. It's so good. So it's utter chaos right now, but the world sucks. So it's enjoyable as heck.
Yeah. The other one that I heard is basically like the corporation buys Empire Records, but instead of saving the site, we're all standing around like setting small fires.
Fix this, Elon. Boom.
All right. So another fun thing, at least
right.
for the store, that ended up happening. So
Ooh.
because of the long weekend,
It's true. Because the long weekend,
we were expecting shipments to be a little bit later than usual. Well, our tracking for our DC stuff was on there for Monday, did not show up on Monday. Apparently this morning, our product, and I'm assuming Hyperspace's product, because they don't have either, went to Calgary drop point for Canpar, and suddenly our tracking was like, arrival date? I don't know her.
so we don't have RDC. We will still mention it to you.
Some numero unos.
Yes.
Plus we do have a collection.
Yes, but that's because we get that from Penguin. Yeah.
The penguin.
So we are, fingers crossed, expecting it to come in tomorrow. So if you're not in like right away on Wednesday or on Wednesday at all, you may get DC in your file if you come later in the week. But I also don't want you to come later in the week because I like making money on Wednesdays. So whatever. Business.
Do a business.
I'm doing a business, bitch. Yeah. So your mileage may vary. If you're a very heavy, like a DC heavy file, probably should wait.
Yeah.
Until Thursday, Friday, maybe the weekend. If you're not, or you're like, that's chill, I can wait till whenever they show up, or I can pick them up next week. Then yeah, come in whenever.
Oh, I could do another camera if I wanted to.
Holy.
I could do 2 cameras.
That's too powerful. You've gone too close to the sun, Brandon. So you do like what? Like your computer camera? Because like we have one camera.
Yeah, it says extra camera. Let's see what.
Oh no. Oh my god. We could have an interview show with you. That's amazing. Oh no, there's 2 Brandons. Oh
no. It's because I'll turn your audio off there.
Thank you. Scared the crap out of me. This is the weirdest interview we've ever done.
So Danica.
I don't know. It says my mic is muted, so
they can still hear you.
Oh, good. I was like, what is happening?
Because this mic
right
is
now?
not muted,
That's
but your camera
good.
mic's muted.
Oh, good. So Brandon,
how do you like running variant editions?
Well, aside from the fact that I have to work with this giant asshole, we have some great employees. The customers are friendly.
She's referring to me, Andrew.
Yeah, that's why I said employees. You were great.
Yeah.
Work with. I was very specific. No. If anything, I've been grumpy towards Andrew because I'm a bad person. So this is so weird.
I'm going to turn these off.
Yeah, this is freaking me out.
What I'm going to do what I was going to do before. I'm just like, ooh,
buttons.
Some extra things that I can do. I can do slides if I wanted to. Wow.
It's fancy. Share that screen, lady. Hey, Kate's here. Hi, Kate.
Howdy, 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 howdy. Howdy. Nope. Howdy. Nope. Howdy.
That was really bad.
That's the one I'm looking for.
How do you swear?
How do you?
We love our friends.
Wonderful person
We
is
love
what I
our
ended up saying.
friends.
I actually just said nothing. I just moved my mouth a bit.
Sure you did.
All right. So we have Trace number ones this week from DC. We got Batman, One Bad Day, Mr. Freeze, number one. Now, a thing that I didn't realize until fairly recently, despite the fact that I've read The Killing Joke. One Bad Day is a reference to a specific line in The Killing Joke. And these are supposed to be Killing Joke style stories for these characters. I see what you did very retroactively, DC. His big smarty pants is. This one is focusing on Mr. Freeze with Jerry Duggan and Matteo Scalera. Going back to the Dark Knight's early days in Gotham City, Batman and Robin, Dick Grayson, face down the coldest winter Gotham City has ever seen. A winter so cold that Mr. Freeze, Victor Freeze, no longer needs his containment suit to survive. I contemplated going full quotes from Batman and Robin. I didn't. He is in an element where he can thrive. Robin empathizes with Mr. Freeze. All Freeze wants to do is save his wife Nora. But Batman warns Robin not to give his empathy to Victor Freeze. No empathy, says Batman. He's a man who has decided his own fate a long time ago, and he deserves none of our warmth. And this winter, he will show his true wickedness and power. Yay!
Okay, Batman and warmth? No, thank you. Like, he's not. Dude is not a warm dude. He's cold.
I like how he's telling his wards, like, no, you do not show empathy to Mr. Freeze.
He is a bad man. I am the Batman, but he is a bad man. Anyway.
All right, we've got Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League Batman. The opening from Simon Spurrier and Ryan Sook, fancy, and the backup from Megan Fitzmartin and Dan Jurgens. Winparai and his forces of the Great Darkness laid waste to the most powerful superheroes of all time. All hope was lost until now. To power his weapons of war, Pariah has captured each member of the Justice League and trapped them on worlds suited to their every dream and desire. And while the planets themselves slowly eat away at their respective inhabitants, Batman is stuck in a loop where the greatest detective must solve the mystery of his own existence, plus unravel the secrets of Zatanna's world in this final epic chapter of Worlds Without a Justice League saga.
Yay.
And finally, it's Stargirl, The Lost Children, an epic teenage DC superhero event brought to you by Teen Titans writer Jeff Johns and iconic Young Justice illustrator Todd Knock. When Stargirl of the Justice Society and Green Arrow's ally Red Arrow discover a tragic teenage hero from the past has gone missing, they set out to find him, only to discover he's not the first teenage superhero of the Golden Age to have vanished without a trace. But where have they gone? Who are they? And what does the childminder want with them? It's hard to say. I'm just going to double check something quickly just to see if this was on purpose or not. But you can talk about the next stuffs.
No, I think I'm just going to take a break and
do a little nappy. Just a little nap.
Yeah, might sneeze, but we'll see. Excuse me. All right. Hey, Dylan. Nice to see you again.
You missed a bunch of goofiness. Just some absolute goofs up on here.
Miss anything? We were just being idiots. All right. Oh, okay. We've separated the covers, but that's okay. We've got Door to Door, Night by Night, by famously doesn't sleep Cullen Bunn. He probably does, but he writes so often that I don't think he sleeps. He's good, but I don't think he sleeps.
No, he does not.
The Heritage Mills sales team travels from town to town knocking on doors. They're the best at what they do, which also means they're the worst. They're broken, each and every one of them, haunted by closets so full of skeletons they're bursting. When they discover a terrible secret behind one fateful door, it opens their eyes to a world full of real monsters hidden in every small town. Yeah,
Dun, dun, dun. You gave that one a read?
I did. Yes, it's very interesting. I think it's gonna be a good read. Yeah. Yeah, where was the other?
I don't know. It's gone now.
I don't know. It disappeared into the abyss. That's okay. There's another cover, but we'll probably find it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right.
So the thing that I wanted to tell you is that if y'all have the DC Infinite app, you can read Stargirl Lost Children #1 right now, if that focuses. I don't know if it will. But
Might
yeah,
have to put it closer. I'm not sure.
because I read this yesterday.
That's cool. So I guess because usually they post them about a month after they're released in stores, but I'm guessing with the #1s they're not doing that.
So sometimes for select things that they have that tie into other media, they usually have it available somewhat immediately. That's the cover to the first one, and yeah, y'all can give her a read if you have it. They do it with the Harley Quinn animated series, and they do it with a few other things that they'll just like pop it up early.
Nice.
We have Chroma, which is one of my absolute favorite books from this week.
Yeah, it was really good. We had time to read, so I read the first 3 that we're going to talk about. Imprisoned in a tower within the walls of the Pale City, Chroma is believed to be the most evil creature alive. But a chance meeting with a mysterious orphan Zet creates an opportunity for Chroma to escape her cruel. That is, there's a missing word there. That is, if they can survive the strange dangers within the city walls and the monstrous threats that lie beyond. Okay. I wasn't prepared for that ... but
yeah, because it's supposed to be like her cruel family or whatever.
Fate,
yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, it is really good, but the solicit is not that good. It's not very descriptive.
So yeah, what I like about this is it does play a lot with color and not so much a spoiler. It's called Chroma. It is a very black, white, and gray world that is very fearful of outside its walls all of this colorful life. And there's a whole kind of high fantasy concept built around it. It's real cool. I think people are going to really enjoy it. Plus, it's a thick boy.
Yeah, it'll be a 4-issue miniseries.
A good thick boy miniseries.
All right. Speaking of miniseries, the next one is a 5-issue miniseries. Either Voyages or Voyages?
Voyages.
We are not sure. What if one of the Voyager probes was found by aliens on an uninhabitable planet? Can't do that word. It's too long. I'm just kidding. Laid to waste by a wandering black hole. Their resources dwindling, and under the thumb of a relentless tyrant, alien hero Sen's discovery of the probe leads to adventure and possible salvation for her and her people. So yeah, this is pretty good. It starts out pretty basic, but I think it's gonna go on its own path.
Yeah.
So if you read issue 1 and you're like, that was cool, definitely give it. I think it's gonna be any like, I personally will need a 2-issue, but that's not always a bad thing, because sometimes that second issue like bumps it up like 10 notches. I've had so many series where I'm like, okay, #1 was okay. Number 2s can be so much better. I don't know why, but
so I always tell, like, do a good chunk for your first issue. Always.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of good chunks, hey buddy.
Hey. Oh wait. Sorry, my friend. Sorry.
And this is the other cover that we have to Door to Door, Night by Night. Door Night to by Door Night.
Yes, exactly.
We have Blade Vampire Nation. Most of the rest of ours are Marvel #1s, because again, we don't got all DCs.
Yeah,
but this one is you don't need to know anything about it type of spin-off from what's been happening in Avengers. Blade's being a cop on an island full of vampires. If you have any thoughts on Mark Russell writing about empires and cops, you might be interested in this one-shot issue with art from David Wachter. Mark Russell is a dude that likes to say things about stuff, and I like him for it. Eric Brooks is a half-human, half-vampire hybrid known as Blade. He possesses vampiric strength, senses, and longevity, but is able to withstand daylight. Ooh la la, good for hims. And he is a member of the Avengers now. Dracula formed a nation of vampires in Chernobyl. Right, so not an island. I forgot it's not an island. I just assumed it was an island. Vampire Island, over which he rules. The UN and the Avengers agree to recognize this new nation's sovereignty only under the condition that Blade serve as sheriff, enforcing law and order among the vampire citizens against Dracula's wishes.
Oh no, not against Dracula's wishes.
Ooh la la.
Ooh.
What a cranky boy.
What a cranky boy. All right. I Hate Fairyland is back with a second story arc. So I'm not going to go into the story basically because I think if you haven't read the first arc, it actually does ruin the solicit, kind of ruins it. So that cover is not.
But yeah, the original.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The original I Hate Fairyland is about a young girl who gets trapped in Fairyland and is very murdery about it.
Yeah, because she grows up in Fairyland, however her body doesn't, so she's like a 30-year-old woman in like a 6-year-old body, and she's very angry.
It's good times.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So we've got Murder World Avengers. It's where
fancy. It's fancy.
Arcade's doing a thing, and he's doing a thing across different characters. So there's going to be Avengers, there's going to be an X-Men, there's going to be Spider-Mans. I think there's just the three. I'm not 100% sure.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. But if you know Arcade, that guy's kind of a dick. And when he brings people in, 200 contestants, $100 million, one winner, survive and make your own fate. So it's basically like he's doing himself our large scale
Yep, you were right. Avengers, Spider-Man, Wolverine.
Yeah. So this is basically the what's that show? The people that have the shapes and they're going for lots of money.
That have the shapes? What?
What's that Netflix show where the people are going up for lots of money while they're playing games?
You really have to. That's like 700 shows, honey.
It's like the biggest show on Netflix.
What, like
Squid Games.
actual...
There we go. Yeah.
I don't know what have shapes means.
It's basically Marvel Squid Games.
Okay. Thank you, Kate. Don't know what that meant. And I've never seen Squid Games, so I'm not the right person to ask.
All good.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, I was asking them, but I was staring a hole into you. So
yeah, it was a lot of pressure, and I cracked like an egg.
We have Christopher Cantwell. No, not that Christopher Cantwell's.
It'll be so nice when there's not like a Nazi Christopher Cantwell, and Christopher Cantwell, the writer, can just be chill about things.
Yep. It's his final issue of Iron Man. This also features the start of Jerry Duggan's stuff with Iron Man. It also has some Kurt Busiek with Ben Dewey. Oh, the folks what do Tooth and Claw? Autumn Lands.
Yep.
Used to be called Tooth and Claw.
For like an issue or two.
Yeah. Then the copyright police came for them. Then a couple quick Marvel-y dilly-doos. Star Wars Hidden Empire is coming out. If you're reading the main Star Wars book, this is kind of eating it while the Star Wars book is going on. It's kind of a continuation of the other bigger kind of through events that they've done, but this is written by the Star Wars writer. They don't have it on front. Charles Soule.
Oh.
The man what don't sleep. The other man what don't sleep.
Yeah.
And we have Gold Goblin, also by Christopher Cantwell. No, that Christopher Cantwell. I say that because we legitimately had people just being like,
Yeah.
What?
There's like a legit Nazi with the same name. It's not good. Not good for anyone.
Yeah. Gold Goblin follows Norman Osborn, who is a good boy now. And so now he has a Gold Goblin suit. Things are going to be fine, and no notes to be had. It's going to be fine.
I believe you. All right. We received The Dire Days of Willowweep Manor, and I immediately took it home to read it.
I like it.
It was so good. Did you get to read it?
I did not.
Oh my god.
Before you get to that, the masks remind me of a Sega controller. That's what I meant by shapes. Because they have like shapes on the masks.
Shapes on them. Oh, okay. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't. All right. I've been very excited about this one for a while, and it did not prove me wrong. I'm very, very excited. I would like to read this again. It's delightful.
And so she did.
And so she did. Right on the show. Just kidding. It is a dark and stormy night when Haley sees a young man drowning in the river. Since her great passion is gothic romance novels, she seizes the moment and jumps in to rescue him, just like a true heroine. But when she gets him to safety, she finds herself in Willowweep. It certainly looks like the setting of one of her favorite books. A stately manor, a sinister housekeeper, 3 brooding brothers, there's even an invisible ghost. Except Willowweep is not what it seems. Its romantic exterior hides the workings of a pocket universe, the only protection our world has against a great force of penultimate evil, and its defenses are crumbling. Could cruel fate make Haley the heroine that Willowweep needs? It was so good. It was so good because I forgot before I read it about the pocket universe, so I was like, what? It's great. I love it because I get to read this list is like months in advance, so I get excited about it, but that was like 4 months ago, and then I forget, and then I get to read it like it's all new.
Yay.
It's so good.
We have Lucky Penny, full color edition, in a nice soft cover. Penny Brighton is all pluck and no luck. Bad luck rules Penny's life, but that won't keep her down. She lost her job and apartment on the same day, but her best friend has a cozy storage unit that she can crash in, and the local laundromat has a help wanted sign. How hard can it be to ace an interview when the manager is 12 years old? On top of that, she's been sensing boyfriend potential from the cute receptionist at the community center. Maybe things are finally looking up. Penny may not be lucky, but she's got guts, and sometimes that's all you need to turn things around, right? A story for our modern times.
I liked that one when I read it years and years ago. It was good.
It's got some good colors for it now.
Oh yeah, that looks amazing. It's kind of funny. The fellow in there looks like the fellow from Giant Days.
Yeah, we got this from a book distributor.
Yeah.
Interiors, baby. And for a lot of these, you can go to our website and see interiors as well.
Yeah.
Because our page has preview images on there.
Yeah, most graphic do. Oops, no, that's not what I want. I'll see if Lucky Penny has those.
Yeah.
Lucky Penny.
Sure does.
More images, baby.
More images. So yeah, a lot of times if you're looking at a graphic novel, you're like, hey, I want to know how some of them interiors look. Sometimes you can check it out, unless, for the most part, unless the thing's done mostly through Diamond. A lot of times they don't do it.
Yeah.
Speaking of mostly through Diamond, Twig.
Oh, Image, get your heck together.
So this came out last week. However, we received our Image stuff late last week. Fun fact, we were supposed to get our Image stuff late this week. That showed up.
Ta-da!
And we're like, yay, our DC boxes. And I started going through, and
Yeah.
it's the layer of reorder. So I'm just like, DC, the Bone Orchard?
Nope.
Weird. Okay, well, maybe they just sent the, Oh no.
So we have our Image for next week.
Or no, for this
Or
week.
For
but
this week, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, that's That's actually also good. We want that.
It is good. It's tracking said tomorrow. So I was just like, hey, good job, everybody.
So we got one.
Yep. All right. It's the first day of Twig's new job as a journeyer on a Jeff Smith's Bone-esque quest to save a Dark Crystal / Labyrinth style world.
Okay.
You guys, there's a better way to pitch that.
Yes.
There is. Join our hesitant hero for an inspiring and imaginative tale of hope, heartache, and determination to overcome insurmountable odds. Its description, it is inspired by Bone. It's inspired by the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. With Cal Straham's like bonkers creative energy, creating some of the wildest looking creatures that you've ever seen. They're completely unique, and you're not really going to see such of their kind anywhere else, really. It's so pretty.
I like the colors.
This came out last week, right? It's so pretty.
So normally, obviously, we don't bring in volumes past 1, but since this is the final volume of Deadly Class, volume 12, I wanted to mention it just in case you were trade waiting. I didn't want you to miss out at the end of the series.
Very exciting. Deadly Class started when I was still working at Wizard, so it has been going longer than 7 years.
Yep.
My goodness. We also have the first volume of Air back in print for the first time in a long time. This is a wonderful series and super weird. It's one of G. Willow Wilson's first ongoing comics projects, with M.K. Parker doing the art. Acrophobic flight attendant Blythe has just fallen for a mysterious traveler who may or may not be a terrorist, and she's about to embark on the strangest journey of her life. Searching for him, Blythe will crash land into a web of technological conspiracies, dark politics, and secret organizations. When she learns that she is the only person able to control flight and reality with science so advanced it might be magic, she'll have to break the rules of time and space for answers. This book, when it was coming out in single issues, I was buying it, and every time a new one would come in and be like, do I like this book? I might think of dropping it. And then I'd read it and be like, right, oh my God, this is why I read this, because it is wild. It takes, because I believe it came out, if it'll tell me when it came out originally. Give me informations. 2008, 2009, so it's still kind of lingering in the after waves of 9/11 style things, and so there's air flight stuff, but there's a commentary on what is terrorism, it's not a look, basically, and all this kind of stuff, and then these weird organizations that exist in this weird kind of hype sci-fi-y world of flight and time travel, and yeah, it's really, you would really enjoy this book.
I'm actually shocked you've not recommended it to me before.
That's because it was super out of print.
That's fair. We've had a set.
That's true.
Yeah.
LOL.
It's fine. It's not like I have time to read everything I want to read anyway. This shelf alone, not counting Brandon's, but there's so many books in our house you would not believe. You would not be surprised, but you would not believe. All right, we've got the lovely Andrew Wheeler has Love and War. Finding yourself torn between two potential boyfriends is tough. Don't I know that? Don't know that.
So many boyfriends.
It's never been a problem for me. Domo is learning that it's even tougher when you're trying to win the captaincy of your school's tug-of-war team. His competition is Jocasta, a serious athlete who will stop at nothing to prove she's the best. Can Domo lead his team to victory while he struggles with his feelings for ambitious Gabriel and flamboyant Emile? Oh, delightful.
Definitely has a fence feel to it.
Yes.
Boys. On to not boys. It's the second volume of Pause. I am super excited for this to come out.
Doggies.
I read the first one. I adored the first one. This one's given me those same feels. It is very much a Babysitter's Club style, but these young women are Canadian, pretty friggin' diverse, and they feel like very modern kids and not like so precocious. They all have language that doesn't actually feel stilted, even though there's like a lot of modern terms used. Absolutely wonderful. I recommend this series to anyone whose kid has been through the Babysitter's Club, basically, and are looking for more. It's an easy jump. But also who are just looking for a good story about some young kiddos who are walking some good boys and girls, taking care of them and dealing with their lives together. It's so good. About halfway through. The art's by Michelle Asris-Korn, and the colors and story are by Nathan Fairbairn. My boy. Used to have a file at Wizards back in the day.
Nice. Okay. So this is by Jeremy Hahn, and I like to say Christopher Mittens.
It's by Mittens.
Yes. He is just a single mitten, but Mittens.
He lost his other mitten.
A science fiction fantasy adventure about a brave team of science explorers traveling through a series of alien gateways to answer a distress call a galaxy away. They find themselves jumping across the universe through strange and beautiful landscapes, only to be hunted by a vast, inexplicably unstoppable and dangerous horde. Amazing truths lie at the final gate, if only they can make it in time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Exciting.
And because IP is everything, baby, the Inkle universe is expanding from the original informations by Jodorowsky and Mobius. It includes a lot of other stuff by Jodorowsky, but this is a new thing happening with a few different creators, including my boy, Mark Russell.
This is my shocked face.
Indeed. It's Mark Russell and Yannick Paquette, so it's gorgeous too. In a shocking and explosive prequel to the legendary best-selling Inkle saga, prepare to enter the Psychoverse. The world of the Inkle, the Matterverse, is full of strange technology, astounding worlds, and extraordinary creations. But where do these things come from? The Psychoverse, of course, a reality of infinite possibility where everything that can ever be exists. That is until it's dreamed up in the Matterverse, and at which point it's pulled from one reality into the other. Tired of having their wondrous creations taken by the Matterverse, agents of the Psychoverse breach the barrier between realities to reclaim their stolen property by force, meaning the destruction of nearly the entire Matterverse. It's up to John DeFool, the Meta Baron, Kill Wolfhead, and more to stop this annihilation. If only any of them knew the most powerful primordial force in either universe was just sitting within their grasp. The luminous Inkle. It's gonna be cool. Other books from this line coming soon. The Dying Star by Dan Waters and John Davies Hunt. That's a freaking great creative team. And Kill Wolfhead from Brian Thomas and Pete Woods. These are going to be fun. I'm gonna read a good chunk of this tonight.
This is fun. You left me the fun one.
I did. Danica famously loves Batman and Spawn. Famously. I'm doing a challenges bit.
Yep. Oh, I remember. I think they were doing that for the upcoming Batman Spawn one shot
for Molly Jane.
Molly Jane.
They put her recommendation on it.
Oh, so mean. And she hasn't gotten to be on the podcast and like rebuff it, retort. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, love Batman and Spawn.
This collects the first couple times that they mixed it up. It's got some stuff from Todd McFarlane. It's got some stuff from Frank Miller. He's not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, Doug Moen, Chuck Dixon, Alan Grant, and Klaus Janson,
Yeah,
and those other guys.
indeed.
My favorite heroes
So
together again.
I've been telling people, if this is something you're interested in, once this is out of print, I highly doubt they're going to reprint it because rights are a thing. So if that's something tasty for your mouth hole, metaphorically, don't eat this book. Ask us. Ask us.
You can buy the book from us. I really don't care what you do with it after, but just leave the store before you start eating the book, please.
Yeah, we've got a new book by Jason, so-called just Jason. Jason. Upside Down. Bowie. See something new. Dinosaurs. Dyslexic lesbian vampires. Under these covers, discover the most outre array of short comic stories yet penned by the cartoonist known as Jason. A dinner date descends into a dadaist farce. Life or death is decided by a game of cheese. Spock beams down to 1920s Paris to become an avant-garde painter.
You mean chess.
I heard that as cheese.
Red Game of Cheese, which
Life,
on this book is not out of order. There.
life or death is decided by a game of cheese. Tarantino-inspired thrillers, tongue-in-cheek literary adaptations, and homages to classic EC comics abound. Welcome to the cosmic gumbo of Upside Down.
I mean, honestly, if you're lactose intolerant, sometimes a game of cheese is life or death.
Danica looking at the menu at any restaurant at any time. Do I play the game of cheese?
How much will this hurt me? Is it worth it?
Brandon, do not tell them.
I just don't. I feel like it's like if I want it to be a secret, it's my secret.
Yeah, I stopped.
Because I asked you.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Sean Bree hurts. Don't do that. Well, I fold. All right. Oh my god, this is a legitimately heavy book. This is a giant book. So this is Die by Kieran Gillen
and Stephanie Hans.
Oh my god. Okay. In the 90s, 6 teenagers disappeared into a fantasy
Yeah, I got it right.
role-playing game. Oh no, we're gonna have cheese comments for the rest of the show. No. Wait, that deserves this one. Oh no!
Spooky gas pain. Ooh.
Where did that come from? Oh my god, you guys, I'm crying here. In the 90s, 6 teenagers disappeared into a fantasy role-playing game. Only 5 returned. I'm making this sound way more fun than it is because it'll hurt your heart. Nearly 30 years later, these broken adults are dragged back to discover the game isn't finished with them just yet. So, this was 20 issues. It has a legit RPG that was on a Kickstarter. You guys. All right. Okay. So this was 20 issues and it's the whole series, right? Wrong. We were all wrong. Gillen lied to us. This is book 1.
And not only that, on the back,
Die collects the first complete story of this critically acclaimed series. There's going to be more Die.
That's very exciting.
I am very excited about that.
It's incredibly awesome. If you want to taste it in the graphic novels, the smaller graphic novels, we got them. I think
Yeah.
we're missing a volume.
They're a lot lighter.
And Kieran Gillen's quick pitch for it is Goth Jumanji,
Yes.
which is accurate.
But fair warning, it will hurt your heart because you'll care about these people and they're broken people.
All right, we lied. We've got one more single issue thingy to do.
You put it on the bottom.
Yeah, it's because it wasn't going to sit well.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
If you get to look it up.
Oh. Ooh, I like when the song plays.
We've got
Do.
we've got Rogue State. The one question on the back here says, "What if Americans refuse to be governed?"
What if a contested presidential election plunged America into turmoil? Stop this, Matteo Pizzolo. Stop it. Stop doing this. Anyway, what if political violence consumed the streets? And what if a raging Supreme Court, in a strict interpretation of the Second Amendment, legitimized and deputized all militias, transforming the entire country into a paramilitary police state? I hate this.
What if?
What if, right? Oh. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to say bad things about this. This is probably very good. What if a freedom fighter emerged from the chaos, raised a civilian army, and carved out a territory across the United States, pushing out police, militias, and National Guard, enforcing its own laws? Sovereign. What if Americans, this is a lot of questions here. What if Americans refuse to be governed? In this speculative fiction comic book series ripped from tomorrow's headlines, or last January 6th, a mysterious figure named Via of Bright Stars will rise from the crisis. But is she a freedom fighter or a terrorist? Either way, her rogue state will not just blaze a path across America, it will also inspire others to raise their own armies, some in solidarity, others in opposition.
You can also get a cover by Chuck D. Yes, that Chuck D. Or you can get the triptych. There's 3 covers that go together that he drew.
Fancy.
You would be able to get all 3 from us, but Diamond still needs to send us the last one because they're great at this job.
40 years. Being great. I'm just going to groove for a minute. No, we have one more book. It's fine. I will do that. He's big. He's a big one.
There you go.
Oh no, actually it's not as heavy as Die. It's fine.
It's very pretty. I love it.
It's huge. At Westhoff High, pain is part of the curriculum, but so is math, science, and chemistry. I'm just gonna do this. It'll be in front of me. However, Wild Rodriguez and her pint-sized companions have always had one goal and one goal only as they enter freshman year. Weirdo. To join the Rocket Rollers and test their mettle in the infamously violent Westhoff Roller Derby League. Now, summer draws to an end and tryouts are here. Do they have what it takes to climb the ranks of the derby world? Or will their dream just as quickly turn into a nightmare? Thank you. Thank you for that. It's so cool. And it's so huge.
And we can show you interiors, baby.
Oh, it's a big boy. Oh, look at that. So what you see on the cover is what you get inside. Nice bright oranges, reds. Gorgeous.
Very awesome. Very happy. All right, folks. That's going to do it for our show this week. We had some fun goofs. That was a lot of fun goofs.
That was.
It's time for the Romper Room section. Very excited about Romper Room section. It's the part of the show where we look out through the magic mirror to all you awesome people out there who have left comments, and we see that we see you and we thank you for being here. It means a lot to us, and we hope you know that we are here for you too. And I'm seeing Sean. Hello, Sean. I'm seeing the one and only Foley, and you can too. Each and every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, from 11 till 6:30, and Saturday from 11 till 5. Each and every, barring the days that he's not. Everyone, Andrew. Everyone.
Oh no.
I see Ben.
Oh jeez.
Hi, Ben. I see Kate. I see Jason. And I see Dylan.
Ah.
I think that's it.
All right, we got one last question from Dylan. We're gonna throw it out to the audience. What would be a good place to start from Flash and Wonder Woman?
So the current run of Flash is a fair ways in. I mean, I guess Wonder Woman as well.
I liked the G. Willow Wilson Wonder Woman.
The G. Willow Wilson one is really nice.
Yep.
I like what Becky Cloonan and Mike Conrad are doing with this run, and their start is pretty good as well. You don't need to know much of what's happened other than Wonder Woman's a little dead, just a wee bit. And then they kind of do rebuilding and reintroducing as things go along there. It's really cool. Explores a different side of different set of mythology, brings in some Norse stuff, which is not a huge spoiler. And I've been enjoying that, and I've been reading that live, as the kids say. The current Flash run is a fair ways in and starts with something like volume 13, 14, or 15 or something like that.
Right. Because it's the same series, just different creative team.
Yeah.
So you can treat it like a number one.
Yeah, new writer Jeremy Adams. I have read a few issues of this. It's not my thing, except for there was like a couple issues that were fantastic, and it's when he's hanging out with another Wally West, because this is a Wally West book. And they're kind of commiserating, and it was very sweet and awesome. But yeah, if you're looking for modern Flash stuff, the Josh Williamson run ran for a long time. And it's all the volumes that precede this writer's run. So it depends on what level of commitment you're looking for. There's like a couple traits for the Wonder Woman. There's, I believe, just the one for Flash so far. And the single issues are a wee bit in for now. Though I will say coming February, March-ish, the DC line is kind of reconfiguring again. And so you will see a lot of starts for characters, or at least sort of refresh moments to go from there. And yeah, the Mark Waid run is fantastic.
Yes.
To start for Flash. It does even like a year one story to start out with. I've adored it. I'm way behind on my reading of it, but I check in on it, especially on the DC app, because it's got all of it.
Yeah, and actually the DC app would be really good if you just want to taste test things.
Indeed. All right, folks. Thank you all for watching. And we will talk to you all again soon.
Yeah. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
You can't battle me. What's in you?